two guys that we had targeted from the very beginning. We went with the Team Canada route tonight. So I got two players from Canada. Bennedict Mathurin is somebody that we've had a long time admiration for. A guy who's got an amazing story of what he's overcome to get to where he's at tonight. Great family, very tenacious, competitive, tough-minded player with a lot of upside. Very excited about his future with us. Got to know Ben through the draft process, really liked his personality. There was obviously a lot of enthusiasm from his side coming to play for us. He looks at our team, sees himself as a great fit, as do we. And Coach Carlisle and our coaching staff see a lot of potential in him moving forward. Still a very young developing player. He's made amazing strides over the last couple of years from where he started to where he's at today. And we anticipate that to continue. And so we're thrilled to have Ben. And then Andrew Nembhard is a player that we have liked for a long time as well. Very cerebral point guard with great size, a great feel for the game, makes plays for others, tough-minded, calm, but competitive, and just a winning player. And that's what we're trying to add to this organization is as many talented players are about winning, and Andrew fits that mold to a T. So I'd also like to thank our scouts and our entire staff for all the work they've put in to get us through a night like tonight. Obviously, a lot goes into preparing for tonight, and I felt like we were walked out of that room with two guys that we had targeted from the very beginning. So with that said, I'll take any questions. Well, I think you're always aggressive in trying to improve your team. And we looked at a lot of different options. At the end of the day, we're very happy with the two selections we made. Tonight is really about Ben and Andrew. The guys you mentioned are important parts of our team. And they're good players, and we value those players. And, we look forward to, what this team's going to look like moving forward. Tonight's the first night of an off season for us. And just really thrilled about our new draftees.
Hi, Chad. James Boyd, Indy Star. Because of the picks you made, do you think that'll determine what you do next as far as your roster and who's here and who is on this roster by the start of the season in the fall?
Potentially, like I said, tonight is the first night of a lot of, opportunities for us to improve our team. And we'll look at all opportunities from like we did tonight, leading into free agency, into the off season. So we're always going to be aggressive. But there's always certain price points that you want to be able to, sometimes you have to walk away from deals if it's not right for your team. And, we're going to be aggressive in pursuing anything that makes our team better, for us moving forward. We've got a young core of players that we're trying to put together. We've got some good veterans around them. And so we realize where we're at in the process. We obviously had a challenging season, and we're realistic about where we're at right now and where we need to get to. And it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. But we are very excited about the two young players tonight.
I forgot the microphone, rookie move. Chad, guys like Bennedict with his background, does that bring something different, something unique to an organization?
Definitely. I think as you get to know Ben when he gets here, he's a very driven, tough-minded player who's overcome a lot in his life, both, off the court, on the court. He's a very feisty, bulldog, gritty competitor, and he's not afraid to challenge his teammates. He's not afraid to challenge the opponent, and he's not going to back down. And as a rookie, you got to have some of those traits to survive in the NBA. And I think as he gets more acclimated to being an NBA player, his teammates, the coaching staff, our system, I think he thrives on finding ways to improve. When we brought him in for his workout, he did his workout in the morning and came back at night and did another workout on his own with Coach Carlisle. He thrives on getting better. He thrives on coaching, and I think that was something that really stood out to us. We've never had a draft prospect come in and finish his workout and shower and go eat and come back and want to work out again. So that was a very good sign for us that this guy really likes being in the gym, which is a great indicator for a guy who's got a great path of development.
Chad, this team has changed a lot in the last 6 months. So as you approached this draft and had such a high pick, how much did fit matter versus best player available? And with Ben specifically, how did he fit into the plans you guys had with that selection?
When you're picking at 6, it's best player. And our team has a lot of needs. I mean, let's be honest, we won 25 games, that you can't be choosy on trying to fill a need. We got to pick the best talent. And we felt at pick 6, Ben was by far, the guy we had targeted. We'd kind of mapped out how we thought the draft might play out. It was very, very similar to what we anticipated. And so we had to pick the best player, the best talent. We felt Ben was that.
Chad, when Kevin talked to us after the lottery, he said 2 things that, among other things, but that he really wanted to bring a potential pick here for a workout, which you guys did, and that he really wanted the pick to want to be a Pacer, want to play basketball in Indiana. What from his time here during his workout and from the time you spent with him maybe sticks out to you to confirm that, hey, he does want to be playing his professional basketball in Indiana?
It's ironic. When I attended the draft lottery, I was in the back room. Kelly Krauskopf was on stage, and as we walked into the reception before the whole event took place, somebody tapped me on the shoulder, and I looked behind me, and it was Ben and his agent, and they were walking in right as we were. And I look back, and I just feel like, gosh, maybe it was just meant to be. The draft lottery. This is the first player that I meet with his agent, and from that point forward, his agent had said, "Hey, we've targeted you guys as a great fit for Ben." And as we got through the draft process, we interviewed him in Chicago. We brought him into Indianapolis. We took him to dinner. We spent a day with him here. And it was obvious from his end that he viewed this as a great fit. I think he looks at our players and sees guys that can help make him play well and play better. And he has a lot of respect for our coach. And he just saw this was a great match for him. And it was likewise on our end. It just felt right. And I was thinking tonight when we made the pick, just thought back to that tap on my shoulder. I'm like, well, maybe this is a sign. This is your draft pick tapping you on the shoulder. So, and it just played out that way.
Yeah, Chad, 2 areas where Andrew Nembhard kind of struggled early in his college career and got better was his shooting and his athletic ability. I'm just curious about how you see that translating, at this level, or what he showed in the workout.
Sure. I think coming into, if you'd have watched Andrew in high school, his shooting was definitely not an area of strength or confidence for him. And it's still an area he's got to continue to improve on. But he's gotten to the point where now, he's confident at least shooting an open shot if the defense is going to give that to him. He's not a high flyer. You're not going to see a lot of, highlight reel plays from Andrew. But he's a very, very intelligent winning player. And he knows how to get shots for other players. He's got great size. And like I said, he's a very calm and poised and high basketball IQ player, which our coach really values. And I think our scouts were very, very animated about wanting Andrew for us, as was the front office and Coach Carlisle. So it was a very easy pick for us because he's a guy that the whole group was on board with.
Where exactly does he fit in? Because you do currently have a glut of big lead guards.
Yeah. Well, I think Andrew is a pure point guard. I think you look at Tyrese, you look at Malcolm, you look at TJ McConnell, can all play, the lead guard position. I think after last year, an NBA season, 82 games, having as many guys that can run the point guard position and handle the lead ball handling role is critical. I mean, we got into the point last year where we were scrambling to find us, another point guard for much of the year with injuries. And I think Andrew is a young player that we see, a long-term potential future with us. And as we look at, historically, lots of times that early second round, you're looking for guys who are 4-year players that have a winning pedigree, that have played in big games for big-time programs, for great coaches. And Andrew checks a lot of those boxes. So I think today's game is all about guys that can handle the ball and make plays. And the more of those that you can have, the better.